Hi, and welcome to this week's Thursday Thoughts. I'm Sarah Hammaker, and I'm glad you joined me. Today I want to talk about bully or boyish behavior. This is a question a parent recently wrote in about. I'm going to read her question, and then I'm going to give you my answer. Our nearly 9-year-old boy has been having trouble with one of the boys in his Sunday school class. This particular boy simply won't keep his hands to himself, always touching my son's arm or pushing him in line, etc. We've told our son to inform the teacher, tell the boy to stop his behavior, then push back if the boy is uncooperative. However, our son refuses to let an adult know about the behavior, and this boy usually ignores my son's request to stop. What should we do? We're worried about bullying. Here's my answer. In my opinion, one of the hardest things for a parent to figure out is whether or not a child is being bullied or is bullying someone else. You are on the right track, although I don't agree with answering physical behavior in kind. Pushing back or hitting back will likely escalate the problem and could possibly land your son in some hot water too. Keep encouraging your son to tell an adult when another child won't stop a physical behavior or name calling despite your son's best efforts. Try role-playing with him to help him find the words to express his frustration and his anger. Kids often respond to situations better after practicing how to handle themselves. Also, it's no surprise that this boy won't listen to your son about stopping his behavior. Kids often don't listen to other kids. Otherwise, all families would live in harmony without sibling conflict, right? Practice with your son saying, "Stop pushing me, do not hit me," in a forceful tone of voice. Your son does have another option, though. One that I think we almost always overlook. He can remove himself from the situation by walking away. It is amazing to me how many children and adults, if we're honest with ourselves, forget that we don't have to stand there and take someone's abuse. We don't have to stand there and take a bullying situation or even a situation that just makes us uncomfortable. We can remove ourselves. We can't always expect the other person to remove themselves. This can help both parties calm down and regroup. If a teacher asks why he is moving away, your son can say that the other child won't leave him alone. Finally, talk to your son about putting himself in the other child's shoes. Help your son to see what's annoying behavior and what's really bullying. Encourage him to think about why the other child is doing what he's doing. Is that child not as self-aware of his actions? Does that child seem mean? Or does that child really just want to be friends and just is really bad at it? As some children roughhouse more than others. We are so quick these days to jump on the bullying bandwagon that we at times tend to blow things out of proportion. I'm not saying in this instance this is what the parent is doing. I'm just saying we need to be very careful that what is annoying behavior to a child doesn't necessarily mean it's bullying. So a little more investigation. I would also recommend that the parent try to observe without being watched. Maybe they can sit in the back of the room or slip in or look through the door or something like that so that they can see what's really going on here. That might give them some insight into that. I'm not advocating ignoring bullying. I'm not. What I'm advocating is having a kind heart, to help our children have a kind heart, one that overlooks small annoyances and grievances. One that seeks the good in others rather than seeking to have all the good for oneself. By teaching our children kindness in the face of provocation, we will equip them to help make this world a better place. I thank you so much for joining me for this week's Thursday Thoughts. I hope you'll join me next week.